Let's talk about Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. Of course, Watson has gone 8-4 as a starter in Cleveland, but he missed 11 games in 2022 due to his suspension. He missed 11 games again last year when he was hurt. He's coming off, another shoulder injury, a fractured throwing shoulder. He won't be cleared until over the summer. He's not cleared as I record this video. He's only 2 years left on that $230 million massive deal, and he's barely played for Cleveland. Certainly, the Browns did win 11 games last year. But how much of that was Joe Flacco coming in and throwing dimes downfield? Certainly a 7-win team the year before, an 8-win team the year before that. There's a fair bit of pressure on Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns, along with Deshaun Watson. It's win now for a team that's lined exactly at 500. Cleveland's lined as a 500 level team, lined at over under 8.5 wins. Teddy covers from wagertalk.com. We're doing NFL team preview videos, 32 teams, 32 videos. We're punching them out here in July, and we like to do these videos early. Why? Take advantage before the betting markets do. The info's all out there for the NFL. All right? College football, it isn't. That's why we're waiting to college football until later this month and then into August when you do most of your college football. But in the NFL, the info's available. That's why we put these preview videos out early. And if you like this early content, give us a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. So, it's Watson's third year in Cleveland. He's 8-4 as a Brown starter, but he's been basically hurt the entire time. Kevin Stefanski is now in his 5th year already in Cleveland. He had 5 different quarterbacks last year. He's hoping this year he's only going to have 1. We have a new offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, who was unceremoniously fired midseason in Buffalo last year. Offensive line coach, Bill Callahan, he's a stud. Oh, he went to Tennessee. That is a big loss. Not a loss that anyone's talking about. But Bill Callahan as the OL coach matters. And he's not in Cleveland anymore this season. Backup QBs, we got to know. And Stefanski's 2-time NFL Coach of the Year already, and he hasn't really won anything. So there's urgency for Cleveland. Right now, this is a win-now team, like the New York Jets in that regard, where it's like this year or bust. So we look at the backup QB situation. Certainly you have a quarterback with an injury history and who's not healthy now, and it's decent. Jameis, Tyler Huntley, 2 guys who I would trust to start a game if we had to. I don't know if I trust them to win us. Make the playoffs, but either guy can start a game, and it's not a nightmare for Cleveland in that regard. Running back Nick Chubb, he's still hurt. Don't know he's going to be healthy for the opening of the season. It's a contract year for Amari Cooper. Concerns there. They pick up the big offseason addition, Jerry Jeudy, who stunk in Denver. All right, good luck with that. Now, the offensive line's fascinating. Last year, Jedrick Willis, Dawan Jones, Jack Conklin all suffered season-ending injuries. All 3 guys are supposed to be back. All right. They have 6 starters back on offense as a result. An elite interior, 2 Pro Bowl guards. But, again, I worry about the coaching. I really do. On paper, this looks like a real good offensive line, which should make for a good-looking offense. Certainly, a team that won 11 games last year and has 6 starters back on the OL, there's positive things there. If Deshaun can play, if they can run the football, if anyone's healthy. Yeah. And, of course, it's not a loaded receiving corps. Defensively, look, we like Jim Schwartz. We like Jim Schwartz a fair bit. In his 2nd year, and you asked me why Cleveland was a good team last year, why they made the postseason last year. Jim Schwartz is the guy that gets a whole lot of, deserves a fair bit of credit for that. Let me hold on 1 second before we get to Cleveland's defense in full. I do want to let you know what's going on right now. Again, if you like this early NFL betting content, please click done. Hit that like button. Drop a comment below if you agree, disagree. Tell me what you think. And if you like more of these team previews, I'm doing one for all 32 NFL teams right here in July, All-Star break time. The full playlist. Check it out on your screen. And be sure to click on one of the additional videos. And of course, the season win report, I referenced it earlier. 100 wins, 50 losses, 3 pushes. I've been doing the report since 2001. I spend a ton of time in the month of June and into July getting this report ready. It's up and available right now. 5 teams in the report, including a 5% big tickets. The big tickets have gone 16-4 with the 20 releases. That's 80% over the long term. You can get that report right now, wt.buzz/TC. Visit the website, wagertalk.com. Use promo code REPORT20 and take $20 off the season win report for 2024. You can use that right now. Use that promo code again, REPORT20 at checkout, and take advantage of this track record. The thing I love about the season report, look, I write a lot. I'm sitting there typing. It's info you can use all season long for all the teams in the report. Win or lose, the info is strong. And I expect to win again 100 wins, 50 losses, 3 pushes, 67% over a 23-year sample size. That's a proven track record of success, my friends. Let's talk about the Browns on the defense side of the football. Look, they brought back the veterans. Zadarius Smith, Shelby Harris. They have an elite cornerback trio. Jim Schwartz is a guy who puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. Kevin Stefanski is a guy who puts a lot of pressure on opposing offenses. This is a coaching staff we like, and it's a personnel grouping that we like for Cleveland. If their only line is a 500-level team, what gives? Not a special teams problem. Their special teams are loaded. I mean, really, Dustin Hopkins was 8 of 8 for 50-plus last year. The guys that are kicking the 55-yarders, those are backbreakers for a defense. Make all the difference for an offensive team. Say, hey, we get the ball at the 40, we're live to score. This is a good special teams. The punter, Corey Bjoritz, I'm going to botch his name. He was elite last year as well. So it's certainly a strong special teams units on paper for Cleveland, not an area of concern. What is an area of concern is how old this team is. Lots of win now moves. This team has, 10 projected starters on the wrong side of 30. That's an old team. When you have a team like that, you need depth. When you have a heavy salary cap guy on the top, you don't always have depth. And that certainly appears to be the case for Cleveland this year. Again, they have no first-round pick in the draft. The second rounder, Mike Hall, the defensive tackle out of Ohio State, and also Zach Zinter, the guard out of Michigan. We like the fact they're putting resources, the offensive defensive lines. Winning the trenches is huge. And, Stefanski's a guy that understands that for sure. Scheduling-wise, it's not that tough. Look, they have 2 Thursday night games, 1 Monday night game, 0 Sunday night games. Not like the league is trying to highlight Deshaun Watson. He's a PR problem for the NFL, and we're not going to see him a ton. AFC North teams play AFC West and NFC East teams. There are 3 extra games, Cleveland, this year, not against AFC West and NFC East or NFC North opponents. That will be at Jacksonville, at New Orleans, and Miami. AFC teams, only 8 home games this year compared to 9 for NFC teams. So there are some scheduling disadvantages for Cleveland, clearly. In fact, they only have 1 home game between week 1 and week 7. And they got back-to-back-to-backs at home after that. Cincy, Baltimore, the Chargers, and then 1 home game again between November 10th and December 15th. Put the schedule issues together. I don't like the way the schedule is constructed for Cleveland. I think it's a tough start. They don't have they've got these stretches of tough home games and then long stretches on the road. The league's not looking to highlight Deshaun Watson. And again, this should be a decent team. I think they're pretty good, but 8.5 wins, yeah, that's right for Cleveland. In my mind, that is absolutely the right number. This is a 500 level squad. And the markets are telling us that right from the get-go. Again, take advantage of the promo code REPORT20. Get $20 off my NFL season win report. The likes, the follows, much appreciated. And be sure to stay tuned for all 32 NFL team previews right here on Wager Talk TV. Best of luck, and thanks for watching.